From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, July the 20th, 2023. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the Israeli public this evening, stressing the need for unity amidst the great divide in the country. He reassured that Israel will continue to be a democratic state, regardless of possible judicial reforms, and will protect human rights for all, blaming the opposition for not compromising on the reforms issue and for the current discord. Also speaking out strongly against those reservists who have said they will not show up for their volunteer positions in protest of the judicial reforms. That, Netanyahu said, is a threat to democracy and a dangerous and unacceptable phenomenon. Meanwhile, the IDF strongly condemned a staged video portraying Israeli Air Force pilots questioning a ground troop soldier who is asking for air support whether he supports the judicial reforms, and then showing the soldier dying, intended by the creator as a response to those reservists. This fake video was shared online by Israel's Culture Minister Miki Zohar and National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir. IDF spokesperson Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari condemned the video, saying its purpose is to create internal discrimination within the IDF, which deserves all condemnation, he said. Cohesion in the IDF is a supreme value. We completely reject all statements and statements against the commanders and fighters of the regular and reserve Air Force. Hagari stressing these are the best fighters and commanders in the IDF who risk their lives night after night. Zohar then deleted his post, saying the video was taken out of context by a media outlet. Ben-Gvir has not. And Prime Minister Netanyahu was invited by the King of Morocco, Mohammed VI, to visit the country on an official visit. Netanyahu's office saying the invitation was sent in a warm personal letter in which His Majesty thanked the State of Israel for its recognition of Moroccan sovereignty over the Western Sahara, and wrote that the visit would open up new possibilities for strengthening relations between their two countries. National Security Council Director Tzachi Hanegbi and Moroccan Foreign Minister Nasser Bourita agreed to coordinate on a date in the near future for what they said will be the Prime Minister's first visit to the kingdom. More now on Israel's President Isaac Herzog's visit to the U.S. yesterday after his warmly received address to a joint session of Congress. Herzog met with Vice President Kamala Harris at the White House, calling her a true and long-standing friend of Israel. He said, "We discussed the challenges and cooperation between our countries on issues of security, economy, the fight against anti-Semitism, and more." Herzog saying, "I thanked her for her support and invited her to visit Israel." Harris shared her commitment to Israel and announced a new shared initiative using Israeli and American expertise and research to better the region.
The United States has an unbreakable bond with Israel, and our commitment to Israel's security is ironclad. And I'm particularly excited on the growing partnership we have in innovation, in technology, and our work to address the climate crisis. To that end, I am also pleased to announce that each of our countries will invest $35 million for a total of $70 million for new food security and climate resilience initiatives. And in particular, we will focus on bringing climate-smart agriculture and technology to the Middle East and to the continent of Africa. So I thank you again and welcome you.
Today, Herzog was in New York meeting with Jewish leaders. Well, Israel and the U.S. signed a memorandum of understanding yesterday, easing travel restrictions for Palestinian Americans and advancing Israel's entry into the U.S. visa waiver program. U.S. Ambassador to Israel Tom Nides and Israel's ambassador to the U.S. Michael Herzog signed the agreement, which allows for U.S. citizens on the Palestinian Authority's population registry to travel to and in Israel for up to 90 days, as is the standard. Tzachi Hanegbi said that the reciprocity outline will allow any American citizen to enter Israel, and subsequently, when Israel is accepted into the visa waiver program, will allow Israeli citizens to enter the USA without a visa. Implementing this principle, he said, strengthens the unbreakable bond between our countries and directly contributes to Israel's security. World Jewish Congress President Ronald Lauder said the announcement moves the two countries closer than ever before to Israel's entry into this vitally important program that boosts homeland security, strengthens business ties, supports people-to-people connections, and promotes cross-cultural understanding. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, July the 20th. At 7 o'clock, it's Talmud study. At 7:30, we bring you the opening plenary of the American Jewish Committee's Global Forum, held in Tel Aviv, where you'll hear from President Herzog, opposition leader Yair Lapid, CEO of the AJC Ted Deutch, and more. At 10, a look at religion in the modern world. And coming up next, I speak with CEO of the Conference of Presidents of Major American Jewish Organizations, William Daroff, who was present at Herzog's address to Congress yesterday and spoke to me just hours later on how the president was received, those who chose to boycott the speech, and the strength of the U.S.-Israel partnership. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, July the 20th, 2023. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.